I have no intro music. This is what you get. Hi, everybody. It is July 6th. It's a Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday. It really is. Didn't get too hot today. I actually kind of liked it. We are still in the first few days of America Month. So happy America Month. I want to talk to you guys about comics, which is what I started this channel for in the first place. So let's get back to it. I had a little too much fun streaming, and it was too easy just to hit the camera and have my friends talk to me. So let's do some actual comic talk today. Um, Coming to the stage, new stuff. This is from, I got a couple books I want to show you from Bad Idea. And these are books that I'm ordering extra for the store because I think, first of all, this Bad Idea company, they're not in a printed catalog. So for my customers, you have to go to Lunar and you have to look up their independent books and you have to find this stuff. But keep an eye on Bad Idea. Bad Idea feels to me like a new image, like they have good stuff coming. And this book here is one. It's a 4-issue miniseries. Let's see, art and cover, Jonathan Waysack. Yeah, Mike Carey did the writing. Excellent stuff. This is a story. Oh, and the art, I got to point out this because it makes me happy every time I see it. Mr. Wayshak is the artist on the cover. He is also the artist of the book. So it's the cover and the story. All the artwork looks like this. It's gorgeous. So let me get rid of that fork there. Okay. This is a story from a different perspective. It's a vampire story, but it's telling the story of a group of kids who are all children of vampire families. And we could just read this to make it a little bit easier for us here. Harriman and Ortega families seemed like any other close-knit neighbors, so nothing seems amiss when Mrs. Kingsley piles all the neighborhood kids into the family RV for their annual summer camp. Yay! But in the dark of the woods, she unleashes a grisly, blood-curdling display, revealing the family's shocking secret. I think she eats a rabbit like right in front of the kids, like yummy. Their parents are vampires, and they're eager to pass on their legacy. Now the children must choose to join them and revel in their awesome dark powers or live out their lives as mortals. But when they return home, they confront a gruesome scene. Their parents dead on the floor, brutally murdered by an elite squad of vampire hunters. And the hunters, they're looking to finish the job. Now the kids are on the run, chased by vampire hunters, the police, and even a shadowy cabal of their fellow vampires as they search for answers to unlock the secret of what they really are before their fates are sealed forever. So it was a good-looking book. I like the artwork so far. The story moves at a quick pace. And yeah, look for Cul-de-sac. And you can see a preview of this book on Wednesday if you pick up this title, Planet Death. Now, Planet Death is coming to us from the creator of the motion picture franchise, John Wick. This is from Derek Kolstad, Robert Venditti. Artwork by Thomas Giorello. Now, the artwork in this book is phenomenal. This is what got me. A friend of mine told me about this book. I believe it was a Kickstarter or some kind of crowdfund. And then I went looking for it, and it turned out there was a sample of it coming. It was $1.99, and we got a little preview of it. The artwork feels like Andy Kubert mixed with Asad Ribic. Full page spreads, big epic battle scenes, the kind of stuff you want to see. When you want to open a book, you want to see something that catches your eye. But millions of miles from home, hundreds of ships descended into the stormy atmosphere of a hostile frozen world. On board, an army of resolute men and women. It's very important. Brace for the coming assault. They are an invasion force on an impossible mission. Destroy the devastating enemy weapon garrisoned below. Corporal Scott and his battalion are in the vanguard, but the human forces are no match for their brutal alien adversaries. Scott's battalion is dead within moments. He is its lone survivor. The landing force annihilated. The battle was lost. It feels like a first-person shooter game, like the beginning of a story from one of those. And the book reads really well. I read it today. It's excellent. Against overwhelming odds, Scott dares the unthinkable. Cross behind enemy lives, survive the lethal landscape, evade capture by ruthless enemies, resist natural predators, face human deserters, and finish the mission single-handedly. Just like a video game. I like it. Locked in his suit of full combat battle armor, sustained only by what he can carry, and driven by Earth's wrath, Scott must do by himself what an entire army could not, because they're all dead. Awesome book. I really like the first episode, the first issue we got this week, or coming this week, and I'm looking forward to the second one. And again, in that book, you will get to see the preview of the cul-de-sac at the end. It's a great value, guys. Check it out. Go to your local comic store, and if they don't have this book, well, they're just not a very good comic store, are they? That's why I'm the best. I didn't say that. On to, these are both from Bad Idea. Give credit to Bad Idea. On to Image Comics, bringing us a new book. They have their own premise on what it looks like. I think it looks like a more modern version of a Joe Madureira artwork, which is funny because they talk about it being a lot like Battle Chasers. They compare it to Moon is Following Us and Battle Chasers, which are completely two different stories. But maybe as I read the first issue, I can see that Moon is Following Us is the Moon is Following Us is a very different book in my opinion, and I read that one. It's good. Let's see here. Humanity survived a monstrous threat, but the world isn't better for everyone. Every day, Laloy, I'm guessing that's how it's pronounced, hits the road to deliver her delicious cooking to the masses. Good! That's where she belongs, in the kitchen. Just kidding. Outsmarting her treacherous... I'm a feminist. Outsmarting her treacherous... My wife's an executive. She makes way more than I do. This is how I support... I'm a feminist. Please help me. Outsmarting her treacherous competition and staying one step ahead of the massive robots, protecting them all. But everything changes when she serves a mysterious warrior named Ash, whose secrets might just save the world if his superhuman strength doesn't destroy it first. You see this theme a lot. I think Samurai Champloo was like this. The two samurai were eating in a establishment, and the waitress was getting picked on. Next thing you know, they're fighting to defend her or whatever happens. Not saying that's what's going to be like, but it looked like a good book. I saw a couple page preview. Again, this is right in my wheelhouse, where the artist who does the cover is the guy doing the work on the inside as well. And I believe this has a really pretty cover from Art Germ coming. Yes, I can show you this without doxing my store. Art Germ's got a cool cover coming. And looking forward to this book, guys. It looks like a lot of fun. A lot of new stuff coming, but this is the big one. This comes out, let's see, this comes out the 16th, I believe. And this is from Post Malone. And I'm not, I guess, up to date on all Post. I'm sure I've heard Post music. I just don't put faces and names to music anymore. It's just all one big blur of color. But this is a pretty cool book. Big props on this one is Nathan Gooden is doing the artwork, and I know Nathan Gooden. He's done some custom work for me. He is a phenomenal artist. If you've never read a book called Barbaric, go find it. It's a barbarian with an axe that he's cursed to wield, and the axe talks to him all the time. It's got smart ass stuff to say. It gets drunk on blood when they're fighting in combat. It's like, yeah, more blood. Like it's very humorous. But his artwork is phenomenal, and if I see a book with his name on it, I'm going to pick it up. I will initially assume the book is good based on his artwork. So Nathan, if you hear this, props, bro. Let's see what we got here. They prayed for a miracle. The whole town's being attacked by demons and vampires and all kinds of crazy stuff. And then this truck just falls out of the sky. They prayed for a miracle. They got 25 tons and 18 wheels, a holy weapon. The Dark Ages. Demon hordes plague Europe as hell invades Earth. Six Petals, a secret sect of the Knights Templar, are in desperate need of what means to drive I can't read today, guys. Are in desperate need of a means to drive back the scourge and turn the tide of the onslaught. What crashes to Earth is a rig, a fully loaded tractor trailer. In the aftermath of its arrival, the only man left standing is an enigmatic former priest, excommunicated, he's a bad boy, from the Six Petals. He will become Trucker. He puts on a hat. And it like there's a moment in the if you read there was a free preview of this back on Free Comic Book Day. That's the first Saturday of May every year. Go to your local shop, get free books. I had a preview of this. We still have copies of this. So if you haven't seen this, come by, pick it up. Where he puts on the truck, and it's almost like putting on the One Ring. He puts on the truck and he's cursed, and boom, he has to pilot the rig. He doesn't have a choice anymore. He will become Trucker and lead the fight against hell behind the wheel of a demon-slaying machine. Created by Post Malone, written by Post Malone and Adrian Wassel, drawn by Barbaric co-creator. There it is, Barbaric co-creator, Dark Knights of Steel, Nathan Gooden, excellent artist. This looks really good, guys. So these are excellent titles to find coming up. I know this one's August, but the rest of these are July. And please, son of a bitch, please check them out. And let's see, I had some other stuff to show you today, so let's pull that down. I'm getting real good at clicking buttons here. J Scott Campbell, who I have accused quietly in the confines of my store of phoning it in when it comes to some of the covers he sends Marvel. Like, you know, you expect a Spider-Man cover to be a really hot, a really pretty Mary Jane cover, and it turns out it's Spider-Man swinging in with his feet out in his package. Like, oh, that's a lot of fun. Thanks for sharing us that, Jay. So no, this looks a lot better. We have got covers coming from him. He's doing a whole bunch. I think it's like, so far there's like 30 books listed, but he's doing a special variant cover called the, boy, I can't read that from here. Spectacular, just Spectacular Collection, JSC, which is his initials. Very clever, Jay. But you can see these look great. These are nothing like what I've complained about in the past. I mean, it's a beautiful Mary Jane cover. It's exactly what we expect when we buy a Spider-Man book with his name. I mean, his guys look badass. That's one thing. I mean, comics sell with, oh, there she is, hot chicks and barrel-chested dudes. Where's Cap? I know he's on here. There he is. Boom. I mean, that's a man's man right there. And that's a man's woman if things go the right way. No, these look great. I'm really happy with this. Of course, they will all be trade dressed. They'll have, the numbers and the titles and stuff on there. There are non-trade, or what we call virgin variants, where it's just the picture. But those are, I believe, for all these books, they're going to be the 1 in 100 ratio variant covers. So please don't try to order those. You won't get them. But yeah, fantastic books. I like the way they look. I really do. I think this is fantastic art. I think we should see more of this all the time. And I for one am going to buy all of these. I think I'm going to add all of these to my collection because they just this is what I want to see in comics. This is what I want to see in the shelf. And they're so colorful. I like blank backgrounds, or solid color backgrounds to show up the titles, but these just look phenomenal. These are really good. So guys, look for those and look for the titles I showed you coming in July. These covers will probably be showing up not this month. I think they're probably going to start showing up next month. Our final order cutoff dates are actually pretty close to when the books actually arrive now. But that's it for me. To all my nerds, geeks, dweebs, and fanboys wandering the comic wasteland, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm working on something here, and I'd like to make it as big as possible because I'll keep wanting to make these videos. Hit that little bell for notifications to see these comics before they are released, and please keep coming back for a little sanity and an insane world. I'm Justin with Comic Sense.